We're in third week of Tour de France and things are starting to get real serious. Hello fellow cycling fans, I'm Georgie and welcome to my preview of stage 17. Before we start talking about stage 17, we need to talk about stage 16, quite an eventful stage. A big breakaway went clear from the bunch. Then there was a secondary breakaway, including guys like Enric Mas, Thymen Arensman, and Julian Alaphilippe. They were pacing like crazy on the flat roads before the Mont Ventoux climb, and they paid the price on the climb. Second group caught up with them, including Valentin Parepinter, Ben Healy, Santiago Buitrago, and Ilan van Wilder, who in the end maybe was the MVP for a Valentin Parepinter win. Amazing ride by the Frenchman. He extends the winning streak of French riders in the Tour de France. Ben Healy in second with the same time, then Buitrago, Ilan van Wilder, Tadej Pogacar 43 seconds back. Team Visma Lisa Bike, they threw the kitchen sink at Pogacar today. Kus was pacing, Van Aert was pacing, then Campenaerts and Benoot from the breakaway. Jonas Vingegaard attacked 4 times if I count that correctly, but he couldn't drop Pogacar in the end. Pogacar even takes 2 seconds in that sprint. Primoz Roglic looked the best all tour long. He was pulling for Florian Lipovic and they extend Lipovic's lead to Oscar only, who was some 30 seconds behind them. Carlos Rodriguez, the fourth of the GC guys, okay, fifth if you include Roglic, then Gal and Kevin Vogelan only in 20th position. What does it mean for the GC? Well, that means that Pogacar is now 4 minutes and 15 seconds in front of Vingegaard, but Team Visma Lisa Bike are not going down without a fight. Stages 18 and 19 will be pure chaos. I think they are going to try even harder than today to drop Pogacar and try to win this Tour de France for Vingegaard. Lipovic 9 minutes behind, only in fourth. Roglic moves into fifth in front of Vokilan. Felix Gal, Johannes, and Ben Healy overtakes Carlos Rodriguez, and that is our top 10. In the points classifications, Pogacar now cuts Milan's deficit to 11 points. Milan looks horrible. He's getting dropped on the flats. He can't get in a breakaway. I think Pogacar can actually win the green jersey. Matthew van der Poel did not start today's stage, so he is out of contention. William Girmay moves into third. In the KOM, Pogacar and Martinez are now tied, but Martinez will for sure try to go in a breakaway on stages 18 and 19, and he can still win this polka dot jersey. Arensman stays in third. In the white jersey competition, Lipovic extends his lead to 2 minutes over only. Vokelan now 4 minutes and 17 seconds behind. It looks like Lipovic has this one in the bag. Ben Healy in fifth. And in the team's classification, we still have kind of a fight between Visma Lisa Bike and UAE Team Emirates, but a massive 15 seconds between them. 15 minutes between them. So moving on to stage 17. But guys, one favor, subscribe to my channel. My goal of 1000 subscribers is as close as ever, less than 50 subscribers needed. We can do it during the Tour de France, I'm sure. Thank you for subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a preview in my channel ever again. So stage 17 is a classical transitional stage, 160 kilometers from Berlin to Valence. We have two fourth category climbs. First one coming at around 66 kilometers from the start, but it is mostly uphill terrain all the way to that top. Then a long descent before the second climb, 3.9 kilometers at 3.5%. None of these climbs is hard, but this stage, especially if in third week, is considered really hard for sprinters. I think Milan is getting dropped left and right. Merlier doesn't look good. All the other sprinters look in shambles. I think this is another breakaway stage. This intermediate sprint can be crucial in the green jersey fight, but can Milan really get in a breakaway and take points here? If he couldn't do it today on a completely flat stage, then I'm sure he's not able to do it tomorrow on this hilly course. So that is chance for Pogacar. I have a lot of guys in my mind who should try to get in a breakaway. Someone like Romeo, Kasper Asgren. This looks like a perfect stage for them. Then in the end, I think in last 10-20 kilometers we will see a deciding attack, and it will be once again a solo winner. No one will want to come in a big group in a sprint to finish this stage in a sprint. How does the stage looks on the map? Well, we are moving mostly north towards the Alps all day long. And the weather during tomorrow's stage will be some overcast 27 degrees Celsius throughout the day. The wind will be from the north 4 meters per second. That means headwind for the majority of the stage, and that can prove crucial in the final. Now moving on to bookmakers odds, and wow, I think the bookmakers have it all wrong for tomorrow. They have Merlier as a convincing favorite and Milan behind him, but that just doesn't look that certain. Merlier was barely surviving on those mountain stages. Sudal Quickstep, they just won a stage with a couple of guys in the breakaway. Do they really want to try and control the breakaway tomorrow? They must be completely spent. Milan is getting dropped left and right. I'm not sure that he can even get in the peloton, let alone to fight it out for the victory in the end. Wout van Aert is an interesting option, but in third week, I think Visma Lisa bike is all about Jonas Vingegaard. You had your chances in the first 2 weeks to get a stage win, but now we are fully focused on Jonas winning the overall. Biniam Girma is an interesting option. He can climb good, he can survive. Maybe it is the best option to go in a breakout with a teammate or two. Try to control things with that headwind. It might come down to a small group sprint, and then Biniam has a good chance of getting that stage win in this year's edition. Similarly goes for Arno Deli and Caden Gross. Jordi Meus, I think it is too hard for him. Bidner is a good option, but Picnic Post and L, you know that they have only sitting in fourth. A lot of guys can win in a sprint, so should you really try to control the stage all day long for such a high uncertainty of a stage win? I think no, you probably try and send a rider or two in a breakaway and hope for the best. But who can win from the breakaway? Well, I already mentioned Kasper Asgren. This looks like a perfect Kasper Asgren stage. He gets in a move, and then in the end he leaves everyone in the dust and wins. Even Romeo, a similar guy to Kasper Asgen, flying this year. He's bound to have success in a Grand Tour this year. I'm not sure if he will go to Vuelta. He looked so good in the Tour already in a couple of stages. I think even Romeo should try and go in a breakaway. I give him a nice chance of winning there. Victor Kampenaerts is a similar rider, but as I said, for Wout van Aert, it's time to look after Jonas from now on. Then another interesting option should be Benjamin Thomas or Lawrence Pitty. Those kind of guys should try and get in a move and then hope for the best in the end. Who is my pick? Well, I already said it. Kasper Asgren. He even has that nice sprint in the end, so I can see him winning it tomorrow. That is all for this preview. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are enjoying this Tour de France. Give me a like if you do. Have a great day, and I hope to see you tomorrow for the preview of the all important Stage 18, probably the hardest stage in this year. Have a great day, and bye.